Alright, what's up guys? It's D Creates, David, whatever you guys want to call me. And I just wanted to finally make a video on what I use, a little bit about myself, what I use to sketch. These are Prisma erasable color pencils. I always get asked like, why do you use pink or red, stuff like that. As you know, I draw majority portraits, so I like the way it just contrasts in the back. And these, you can't really see through them as well. Like once you go over it with Copic markers or markers in general, they start to disappear. You don't even see it. And another reason why I like using these over lead is because lead usually smudges and gets messy, and then I don't want them to get on the nibs of my markers as well. They get dirty like that, or they smudge, so I just prefer these. I use regular pencils as well, just to sketch though, not as far as when I'm in the color. So there's no real big reason, I just prefer these. Liners, I don't prefer any brand over another. I use all sorts of different brands. I have more than this. It's just these are some of the ones I was just using recently. Microns, of course. These ones are colored ones. I just actually got some more colored ones. These ones are Copic though. So I got a brown and then a gray, and then this one's like sepia or something like that. Then I got the basic black ones. This one's lead pen. And then we got your Copic liners. These are the regular plastic ones. We'll move on to my brush pens. This one is a Pestle pocket brush pen. Pretty good. And then this is a brush pen as well, but this is a color one. This one's sepia as well. These are for like shades, stuff like that. I just got down, so I'm still figuring it out. As for highlights, I use just regular Jelly Roll pens. These are good for like little small highlights. And then if you want bigger highlights, I have the Copic Opaque White. Alright, so as far as my markers go, obviously you guys know I use Copic markers. These are my go-to ones because I do portraits and I just feel like they blend better. And they have a wider range when it comes to skin tones. And the good thing about these is you can refill them. I just actually bought some more refills. And the refills are usually about the same price as the marker. I also have the Copic White. These ones get more range. You don't have to waste your smaller markers as fast. And touch markers, these are pretty good. I really like these ones. I don't have as many as I have as Prismas or Copic markers, but I plan on getting more. They're a little cheaper than Copic markers, so if you wanted to try them out but didn't want to pay that price, they have a good amount of skin tones as well. Pretty good markers. They blend well as we come to the Prismas. So here's the chisel tip, just the original ones. These ones are pretty good. I like using them more for background. And the ones I actually do prefer are the brush tips. So they're starting to make brush tips. They're not as firm as Copic markers. They bend a little bit more, but they're really good. So that would really be it for as far as what I use. And then I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself, because I get asked all the same questions every time I go live or something like that. So I'm gonna just answer a few questions and show you guys a little bit of my process while I'm drawing, and maybe about a little bit about what I'm thinking as I'm going through it, and when I make mistakes, how do I change it up or fix it, what's my thought process through that a little bit. So let's get into that. Alright, hello guys. Once again, my name is David, 25, from Los Angeles, Long Beach, California. So I'm just going to be answering a few questions that I usually get on a daily basis, especially like when I go live, stuff like that. And it's usually the same questions, like when did I start drawing, how long have I started drawing, like, yeah, stuff like that. So I'm going to just go over that and show you guys a little bit of my process as I do that. So let's get started. I already picked out a few base markers I want to start with. So I'm going to start with the base. I like to go with a pink or like flesh tone underneath before I get any actual skin tones down. So that way you can see the blood flow through all of that still. I always get asked if I make mistakes or mess up. Like, of course I'm human, we all do. You just have to learn how to either fix it, work around it, or start all over. But just make sure you learn from it, see what you did wrong. Another question I always get asked is, how long have I been drawing for? It's probably around 6 or 7. That's as far as I can remember. I've always just sketched and doodled and stuff like that. I never really took it too serious. I started using Instagram. People actually started liking and following and stuff like that. And then I would get messages saying I inspire people, and I started taking it more serious, started putting more time in. And ever since then, I've just been trying to grow as an artist, as a person, and keep trying to inspire people, because that inspires me, just to know that what I do and what I love to do inspires others. And then here's E21 Baby Skin Pink is the one I like to, that's my base usually, depending on the person, but most of the time this is the color that I like to start off with and put under there, and then I just start working my way up darker. As you can see, a few of the spots I left blank because sometimes I just like to let that be the highlight instead of adding a highlight. And how I like to blend is because a lot of people ask me how I blend. That's another question I get a lot. When using Copics, make sure you're using the correct paper. That's something I forgot to go over with when I was doing my supply, what I use. I usually use Bristol paper. And using this paper really helps, because when I first started, I was just using regular paper, like regular sketchbook paper, and I wasn't able to blend so well at all. It would just look really patchy, and it would dry out my markers really quick, until I switched over to Bristol paper, and it just helped out a lot more. And then I learned a lot more as well, just by trying new things, new techniques. That's the best way to learn, just trying things yourself. because what I like you may not like. You may like a different way of doing something, and that's fine. Everybody has their own techniques. That's why I tell everybody to just try things on their own instead of asking. I don't mind you asking. It's just you're gonna learn a lot more by trying things instead of just waiting on others to answer your questions. So me, I like to work light to dark. Alright, that'll be it for this video, guys. I just wanted to go over a little bit of things that I get frequently asked. I have more videos coming soon, a Patreon. Just make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you.